Tim Ferriss of the 4-Hour Workweek says focus on being productive instead of busy. One thing we cannot manufacture more of is time. Everything we spend time on is an opportunity cost in economic terms. What that means is that the real cost of doing those tasks is the things that we are failing to do instead. Let's say that you mow and trim your lawn and that takes 2 hours. Maybe you're even allergic to grass and spend another hour sneezing and recovering from that experience. But let's just make it simple and say it will be 2 hours a week. What if you had the opportunity to do a job where you got paid $50 per hour and could have made $100 during that same time period? And let's say that you could pay a gardener $100 per month to mow your lawn weekly. You may think that you're saving $100 per month to mow the lawn yourself, but in reality, it's costing you $300 to mow the lawn yourself because you could have made $400 that month doing the other task, less the $100 you paid to the gardener. Voucher Cloud reports that the average employee is only productive for 2 hours and 53 minutes per day. Once again, that is only productive for 2 hours and 53 minutes per day, or less than 3 hours out of a normal 8-hour workday. In contrast to the typical office worker, the typical freelancer is productive for about 36 hours each week. This makes sense because if a freelancer doesn't put in the work, they won't make any money. While an office worker can always risk getting fired if they don't do their job effectively, with a guaranteed paycheck coming in every 2 weeks, it can be difficult to know if they are being productive in all the time they work for the company. Very few people multitask effectively, but we all have to do it in our daily lives. Yet, there are techniques that you can do in order to increase productivity even while multitasking. One easy way to address this is to stop the distractions as much as possible, and the worst culprit is your smartphone. According to a Gallup poll, more than 50% of U.S. smartphone owners admit to checking their phones a few times an hour. Between the text messages, calls, social media, and other alerts, we are constantly being interrupted by our phone. Constant emails are distracting too, taking you off task. Silencing the alert signals can be an important way to increase productivity. Each type of smartphone has a do not disturb function. On an iPhone, it ironically comes under focus in settings. There are many ways to adjust this so that only critical messages come through from your family and other important sources. You also need to have the right tools to work with because you're only really as good as the resources you have at your disposal. This means the best software and apps to do your tasks. Cut down on the unnecessary clutter around you and organize yourself by making lists and prioritizing them. When you cross out completed tasks, it feels very rewarding and allows you to go on to the next task. Some tasks are very large, and it will make you feel more productive if you can break them into smaller pieces so that you can cross them off. So instead of taking several hours to complete one task, you complete several tasks during that time. You then have the reward of crossing them off. Take breaks every once in a while to refresh your mind and be sure to drink a lot of water throughout the day. Health experts usually recommend 8 8-ounce glasses, which equals about 2 liters or half a gallon a day. This is called the 8x8 rule and is very easy to remember. Your body will thank you and your mental focus will be improved. And one of the biggest time killers can be ineffective meetings. Read my article at sermanibusinesscoaching.com. How effective are your meetings? Making sure the time you spend in meetings is used effectively can greatly improve your productivity. Walt Disney said the way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing.